Good morning, everyone. So this is Professor Rahul Bubnale. So I'll be dealing with the next module of management. Okay, that is engineering and economics. Okay, so engineers applies the science and technology to develop cost-effective solution to the practical problems. Okay, so engineer has to look after to the cost-effective processes or the decisions so that they can reduce the cost of the production line, cost of the product, and develop the company in a profit way. Okay, and this is a means by cost effective or the cost economical one. Okay, so let's study the economics is the study of how individuals and groups make decisions about the allocation of limited resources. Okay, for example, if you are having some amount of resources, how we are going to use that resources very effectively, how we are going to get the output from that. Okay, so to whether to go for the purchasing or the whether to go for the lease. Okay, which one will be fetching you more amount to the company, more benefit to the company, that has to be analyzed for the money sake. Okay, so engineering economics is the application of economical techniques to engineering decisions. Okay, so there are many economical techniques are there. So that techniques are being used, calculations are being used to take the decisions of engineering. Okay, engineering solutions. Okay, for example, if you are an engineer, you should know what will be the cost of the product, what will be the cost of the aluminum, silver, various materials that are being used for the various projects. Okay, so you should know cost analysis also. Being an engineer should think on the economics also. Okay, so you should know what is depreciations, what is rate of returns. All these things have to be analyzed. These techniques will help to take the decisions, engineering decision, whether to go for the new machines, whether to go for the second hand machines. All these things can be very well analyzed with this economics principles. Okay, why to study the engineering economics? You will be wondering why this subject is there for engineering students or the engineers. Okay, as per this accreditation board of engineers and technologies, that is called as ABET. Okay, defines engineering as the profession in which the knowledge of mathematical and natural sciences gained by the study, experience, and practice is applied with judgment to develop the ways to utilize the materials and forces of nature for the benefit of mankind. Okay, so this is the definition of engineering. What the engineering does, the engineering will be doing a betterment to the human mankind. Okay, economically means it's an important qualifier in the definition of engineering. One should go for the economically also. Economically means using the right product at the right degree of products. You should maintain the quality aspects also without compromising the quality. One should maintain the economical also, so that it is benefit to the customers, it is benefited to the company also, as it is benefited to the individuals. A successful engineered solution is the one that not only works from a technical aspects, okay, technical perspectives, but also from the economical one. Okay, So whatever the engineering solution is there, that should be economical one, that should be available from the resources nearby. Okay, so that solution will be considered for the applications. Okay, so being an engineer, you should know these things very well, very effectively, and this knowledge will be helping in becoming a purchase manager for the companies, or the financial advisor for the engineering solutions. Okay, you can become a purchase engineer from this, because the knowledge of financial is very very important. Okay, so even this is been defined as like this also. It is defined as the body of knowledge or study that discusses how society tries to solve the human problems of unlimited wants and scarce resources. Okay, so these are the definitions are being defined by the various economists with their views. Okay, some other economists also define like this: it is the scientific study of choices made by the individuals and societies with regard to the alternative uses of scarce resources employed to satisfy the wants. Okay, so it is also defined as the social science which deals with the society as a whole and human behaviors in particular. This studies the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. Okay, so these are the many definitions are there. This economics is very very helpful in the deciding of our company rates, growth rates or the profit rates. Okay, more reasons to study engineering economics. What all the reasons? Okay, approximately 4% of the questions on the fundamentals of engineering exams deals with the economics. Okay, so this is apart from this, and moreover it's a science of choice. Okay, economics is a science of choice and we live in a resource constrained world. Okay, so we are having resources, all the raw materials, all the resources. The variable resources are insufficiently satisfy the all the wants and needs of the customers. Okay, because of the huge populations. Okay, such a way that resources that are available have alternative uses also, whether to if you are having any demand, whether to go for the product, whether to purchase the new product, or can we have the alternative. Out of these alternative, which is the best one which will fetch you the good results, good profit to the company, good amount for the products. Okay, so next the engineering economics in context. So we can have a general workflow of engineering solutions, how these economical decisions will be taken out from the managing directors or the head of the company or the chief executives of the company. Okay, so how that to purchase any material, to purchase anything, okay, to sell anything, okay, to decide the amount for the product. Okay, that has been decided by this board of directors, engineers. Okay, so let's see this how the process will follow. Okay, so basically there will be problem. Okay, engineering analysis and design will be done over here by the group of people. Okay, the technical analysis has been done first. Okay, after the technical analysis it will be taken to the economical aspects. Okay, so economical aspects, the engineering economics, that is the financial analysis being carried out with various methods, cash flow diagrams with simple interest, depreciation, and various cost incurred for the projects. What is the purchase material cost, labor cost, all these things are being calculated, and then it is given by the various candidates, and next all together sit and decide the professional judgment with the variable alternative solutions. Okay, finally come up with the one optimal solutions which can fetch you the more amount of profit and betterment of the company and betterment of the individuals. Okay, so next we'll be studying this. And economical is the study of how countries. Okay, so you can see this point in a previous slide number 5. Okay, so economics is the study of how countries, if you take on to the country level, okay, so that has become a microeconomics. Micro means big. Okay, so entirely the country, if you are taking the economics of the country, okay, so that has become a microeconomics. And if we are considering for individual, okay, individual if you are considering, so then it becomes a microeconomics. Okay, micro means small, to make decision to allocate the limited resources. Okay, so in the next class we will be studying all these things. What is the types of economical analysis? We are having generally 4 types of economic analysis. These things will help in the taking a right decisions or the optimal solutions. Okay, so we are having micro and macroeconomics, positive and normative economics, short and long run economic analysis, partial and general equilibrium economic analysis. Okay, so this is how we studied about the engineering economics and how this engineering economics will plays a role in engineering. Okay, so how to purchase any material, to sell any material, production, distribution, and all these things will involve in the economic side. You should once you become an entrepreneur, you should know all this economics also, because you should be the one to take the decisions regarding the business matters. Okay, so next we'll study about the systematic process for making a business decisions. Okay, so what is the process for making a business decisions? Okay, first, what is the first? It is that understand the problem. Very first thing, you have to understand the problem, what kind of a problem we are facing. Okay, that is the very first thing, process. And next, identify all technically feasible candidate solutions. Get the technically available aspects, solutions in the technically side, technically feasible solutions from the various people, engineers, diplomats, and all, from the even senior managers or the senior engineers. Okay, so next you define the selection criteria, what the criteria you are focusing on. Okay, so rate on investment or the return on investment, how many days our money will be returned. Okay, so delivery date, performance, risk. So all these things are the selection criteria, on what basis you are going to purchase or sell the product, or all these things, they are the criteria to put first. Okay, evaluate each proposals against the selection criteria. Okay, you have to evaluate all these various parameters with the help of the what are its benefits, merits and demerits, what are its pros and cons regarding the this criteria. since the cost is always a consideration, cost is very first one of the major criteria. So this step will include the development of cash flows and computation of present values for each alternatives. Okay, so this step also include the consideration of intangible factors. Okay, in the fourth step, you should also need to develop the cash flows, how the amount will be coming inside and amount will be going outside, inflow and outflow of the money. So that can be defined very clearly, so that one will have a clear vision regarding the financials or the amount which is coming into the company and going out of the company. Okay, and what is the present value or the present worth of the company, so that are being, and consideration of all the intangible factors, okay, which are service factors or which are not invisible, but they are included in the this cost. Miscellaneous cost has to be added in the these things. Use professional judgment to select the preferred solutions. Use the professional judgment with all the considering all these economical principles, demand, what is the supply rate, and all these things, economical solutions. You have to take the decisions, economical decisions. And very last, monitor the performance of solutions selected. Okay, and we have to select the monitor the performance of solutions and use the feedback. Okay, one should have the clear feedback what whether we are applied is correct or not. Use the feedback to calibrate the decision making processes. We can alter our decision making whether we are in the right path or not, that are being calculated, monitored, and taken in a right path. Okay, hope you understood this concept of introduction to the economics. Okay, in the next class, we'll be studying about the types of economic analysis, law of supply, demand, what is the demand, what is the supply, and other cash flows, and all these things very clearly. Okay, hope you understood this concept. And if you are having any queries, feel free to contact me or contact me personally also. Thank you, one and all.